You ever have one of those things where you want a certain feature, you want a certain thing, and in order to fix that, to get to that result, you have to solve like 5 other problems? Well, that's what I'm about to show you. In regards to an iPhone case and charging system, and believe it or not, my vlogging kit that I use for our vlogs when we walk through Disneyland or the ship or things like that. So stick around. I want to show you all the different things that happen because of one feature I wanted to take advantage of. All right, so here is my iPhone, and it's in a wallet case that I really enjoyed. It was a good fix for me. I don't like things in my pocket, and I always have my phone. So this just made a good sense to keep some of my wallet features. But then Apple announced with this new iOS that's coming out here in this month, that there's a feature that when it docks at night, if it's in horizontal landscape mode, then a special widget set comes up with clock and different features that you can put in there. And I use it at my nightstand each night as my clock already. And I thought, oh, this is perfect. I want to take advantage of that. Problem is my dock was a mounting dock that I set it into to charge at night. And that dock was not set up to charge in this direction. So I thought, okay, well, I'll get a new dock. So I got this Anchor MagSafe dock that has a spot to put the earbuds, the Pro earbuds that have a charging case, if you have those, and then a spot to put my watch. And when I travel, that pops in there, that folds down, and that's an easy thing to just pop in my suitcase and go. So right there, that was a great fix to one of the things that I was going to do. But then what did that create? Well, that's the problem, is that this is not a MagSafe case. And so I would have to pop this phone out of my case every night. And when I'd pull it out of the case, I would set it onto the MagSafe in the horizontal mode. I already have a feature where an alarm clock comes on, a different program. But this isn't the one I want to use. But for now, it's been a good fix for me to use in when I was charging the phone. But again, I have to pop it out of the case. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and get a MagSafe case. Okay, so I went researching for MagSafe cases that also had a wallet feature. I found this one here by Case Co. And the cool thing about it, it's the only one that I could find that did this. So you have your wallet features on the side, but the case itself comes off of this. So this is a MagSafe portfolio case. And then you've got the phone in another case that is MagSafe. So I can just pop that right onto the charger at night. Just pop it out of here, pop it onto there. Well, that was fantastic. Well, that got me dealing with some frustrations that I had with my vlogging kit. See what we're doing? We're heading down. We're pulling a thread and everything's falling apart and I'm putting it all back together. All right, for my vlogging, I've been using this Rode vlogging kit that comes with this microphone, and it has the dead cat that goes there, windscreen. This feature comes across the top, it loosens off, and then you could put a light into this hot shoe mount. And then this is the clip that holds the phone. And I just love this because this folds up and then I can just walk around the Disneyland parks or wherever I'm at vlogging. And that's really nice. The problem has always been, particularly when I moved cases into that wallet, is that I would have to take my phone out of the case, out of that portfolio case that I had, and then it was not protected and I had to slide it into this clip. And even when I had the other style of cases, it was hard to get into this clip and I'd have to tighten it down. And if I'm at the park and I want my phone for other purposes besides just the vlogging, taking it in and out of this was always a frustration. And then Rode does have a bad design. I love Rode, I love this. and I've enjoyed the mic, but this little thing, the phone clip, was just always a problem. To tighten this hot shoe mount across the top, in order to do that, and maybe smaller fingers will work, but my big fingers, to tighten this across the top, my big fingers had a difficult time tightening this because it's so close to this. And this is what tightens the phone down into this clip bracket. And so just generally a frustrating thing. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to MagSafe case. Is there a MagSafe phone mount for vlogging? Well, you know what? There is. So hold on, let me show you. And here it is. That is a MagSafe mount by a company called Moment. They're not sponsoring this video, by the way. Not that I wouldn't mind. But look at that sleek design. It's just the single pole. It mounts on any standard thread for a tripod. It goes on there. It's just a clean look. And then I just take my phone in my MagSafe case and voila, pop it on and straighten it, you know. But it is a good hold. I can move that around and it holds really well. That's a pretty strong magnet. It's not fail-safe. If you really got jerked around, it probably would come off. But for most uses, it's perfectly fine. And then the cool thing is if I'm walking around the park or wherever I'm at and I just need my phone, I just pop it off and then I could take the call or check my Facebook feed or post something to Instagram and I am good to go. And then if I'm ready to video something again, I just pop it right back on. And then because I do not have that screw in the back getting in the way, this mount actually stays on because I can get my fingers around that little dial and tighten it in properly and it holds. I just pushed my phone off. But that holds and I've never had any problems now with that staying on. It used to fall off and my mic would go flailing and sometimes it was happened when I was recording and I would have to start over because of course that affects your sound. Well, then that led to another thought. Well, if I'm upgrading all of this, why don't I solve another issue I'm having? And this one, of course, has nothing to do with the iOS feature, but if I'm going to create the more convenient vlogging kit, then this mic I have loved. But its problem is if you've watched any of our festival videos at Epcot for the food festivals, Diane and I will be sitting at a table and we'll be each tasting something and both talking to each other, conversing, or not even just food festivals, just time sitting by each other wanting to talk. And this mic only records me, or if I turn the mic around, would only record the person on the other side. Well, then that led me to get a dual mic, dual direction. And so I ended up getting the Deity D4 Duo mic, and it's got a mic on this side and a mic on that side. So let's pull that out of the box. All right, here is this microphone, and it comes with the windscreens as well, which will pretty much always stay on for me because I do most of my recording outdoors. But you can see it's got these two switches on the top. If it's pointed that direction, then only that mic works. If it's pointed this direction, then this mic also works. And if they're both working, then they record in left and right channels. So if you know anything about video editing or audio editing, then if I don't like what's being picked up on this side, if maybe I'm interviewing somebody and they say something I don't quite like, but I still wanted to pick up what I was saying, then I could close that channel down in the editing process. So this seems like a perfect solution for what I need for on-the-go vlogging. Let me go put it on here and show you my new setup. All right, there it is. There's the two microphones suspended so I'd get good sound, plugged into the back of the phone. I've got this attachment to this cable, which I've had all along. That is a lightning cable, and of course the new phones are coming out with USB-C, so that won't be a problem to find an alternate one whenever I upgrade my phone. And then the other thing I didn't mention is that there also is, if you don't want to use this microphone, you have a lavalier mic on a cord. You can plug that in there and then it can go, you know, on a cable over to whoever you're interviewing, and it can go on their lapel if they're a little too far away to use this. So that is my new vlogging setup, and I love it. I don't generally use a light, so that one kind of stays empty, and technically I could just leave that onto this instead of using this clip. But when I want a light, it's just nice to have that, so I'm gonna keep using that. I love this setup. Okay, well, we pulled that thread all because I wanted to use the new standby mode in iOS 17 that's coming out soon. I didn't actually mention what that was called in the beginning of the video, but yeah, it's standby mode so that when it's in charging in horizontal position on the charger, clock and weather widgets or whatever, you can customize it, but that shows up. And I'm excited for that feature, but it required for me in the way I needed to do things. And I get not everybody's as picky and OCD about things as I am, but I wanted all of these downstream issues to work. And it all started because I needed a MagSafe case with a MagSafe charger and with a MagSafe mount on my vlogging kit. And now I'm good to go until I figure out the next issue I need to solve. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. And links below to our Amazon store if you'd like to buy any of these products. We get a small commission if you do that. We appreciate that, and it's at no expense to you. And so thank you for that. If you'd like this video, that would help us. If you'd subscribe to our channel, if you're not already, that would be fantastic. And so thank you so much. Be good to others. Bye-bye.